Today, we're delving into a topic that has captivated the minds of philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries: the timeless debate of free will versus determinism. Get ready to embark on a thought-provoking journey as we navigate the intricate boundaries of human agency and peel back the layers of this captivating dilemma. Let's kick things off by setting the stage and clarifying our key concepts. The crux of the free will versus determinism debate hinges on two fundamental ideas. First, we have free will, which asserts that individuals possess the capacity to make choices that are not coerced or predetermined. This notion suggests that our decisions are the result of our conscious thoughts, desires, and intentions. On the opposing side, we have determinism. This perspective argues that every event, including human actions, is the inevitable outcome of pre-existing conditions and causes. In essence, our choices are believed to be the result of a chain reaction of events that began long before we were even aware of them. Imagine free will as a ship navigating the vast ocean, steering its course based on the captain's decisions. In contrast, determinism paints a picture of that same ship caught in a strong current, propelled along a fixed path determined by the forces of nature. This debate is not just an abstract exercise in philosophy. It extends to our daily lives, influencing how we perceive our actions and decisions. Do we truly have the power to choose our paths? Or are we merely following the course that's been charted for us by the intricate interplay of causes and effects? It's important to note that these two concepts, free will and determinism, aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. Some philosophers and thinkers propose that a nuanced relationship exists between the two, a perspective we'll delve into later. But for now, as we journey deeper into this age-old debate, keep these definitions in mind as the foundation upon which our exploration rests. Now that we have our definitions in place, let's take a historical leap into the evolution of thought surrounding free will and determinism. Throughout the ages, great minds have grappled with these concepts, shaping the discourse that continues to captivate us today. Our journey begins with ancient philosophers like Aristotle. In his exploration of ethics and metaphysics, he pondered the idea of fate and the extent to which our actions are guided by external forces. Aristotle's musings laid the groundwork for future discussions on the limits of human agency. Fast forward to the Enlightenment era, and we encounter thinkers like Immanuel Kant. Kant's revolutionary ideas emphasized human autonomy and rationality. He believed that individuals possessed the power of reason, enabling them to make moral choices that transcend external influences. Kant's emphasis on individual agency challenged deterministic notions prevalent at the time. As we march through history, we arrive at the modern era, where science and philosophy began to intertwine. Neuroscientists and psychologists joined the conversation, investigating the physiological and psychological factors that influence decision-making. This interdisciplinary approach raised the question: are our choices purely a result of conscious thought, or are there underlying subconscious processes at play? In more recent times, advances in technology have allowed us to peer into the brain's intricate workings. Functional MRI scans and neural imaging have opened windows into the mind, revealing the complex network of neurons that fire when decisions are made. This blend of philosophy and science invites us to consider how biological processes may interact with our sense of agency. As we reflect on these historical perspectives, we're reminded that the free will versus determinism debate isn't confined to academic circles. It has profound implications for how we perceive our own actions and the choices we make in a world that seems simultaneously governed by order and randomness. This historical backdrop sets the stage for our exploration, guiding us through the rich tapestry of thought that has shaped this enduring discourse. Now let's explore the fascinating world of neuroscience, where the brain's role in decision-making comes into focus. Neuroscientists have been hard at work decoding how our brains respond to choices. They've discovered that our brain activity is like a symphony of firing neurons whenever we're faced with decisions. A particularly intriguing aspect is the influence of subconscious processes. Much of our decision-making seems to happen beneath the surface of conscious thought, raising questions about the extent of our control. The brain's prefrontal cortex, associated with higher thinking, plays a key role. It's not just about conscious choices. This area interacts with emotional and instinctual parts of the brain, revealing the intricate blend of factors that guide our decisions. In essence, our choices are shaped by a complex interplay between conscious and subconscious processes. As we continue our exploration, Keep in mind that the brain's hidden workings add layers of depth to the free will versus determinism debate. Brace yourselves for a mind-bending twist as we step into the world of quantum physics, where the concept of determinism faces a unique challenge. Some scientists propose that the inherent unpredictability of quantum events might introduce an element of randomness that challenges traditional determinism. In the quantum realm, particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, defying our classical understanding of cause and effect. This quantum unpredictability has ignited a spark of hope for those who champion the idea of free will. Could the very fabric of reality provide a window of opportunity for genuine choice? However, it's essential to note that the quantum world is a realm of uncertainty and probability, which might not directly translate to the macroscopic level of our everyday choices. Now let's shift our focus to the moral implications that the free will versus determinism debate carries within its folds. If our actions are inexorably shaped by predetermined factors, it prompts questions about personal accountability and the very concept of assigning blame. Conversely, if we lean toward the existence of free will, it introduces the idea that we hold responsibility for our choices, even when external influences exert their sway. These ethical dimensions weave a complex tapestry as we navigate the intricate relationship between our beliefs about agency and the ethical principles that guide our lives. As we explore the nuanced landscape of free will and determinism, we encounter a compelling middle ground known as compatibilism. This philosophy suggests that the two seemingly opposing concepts can coexist harmoniously. Proponents of compatibilism argue that even in a deterministic universe, our sense of agency remains intact. They propose that our experiences of making choices and acting on our desires are what truly matter, regardless of the underlying determinants. In essence, compatibilists advocate for a reinterpretation of free will. While our choices may be influenced by various factors, it's the alignment of our decisions with our personal desires and values that defines our agency. This perspective acknowledges the complexity of the human experience, inviting us to consider that even if determinism holds, our perception of choice remains a vital aspect of our identity and existence. Beyond the philosophical arena, the debate between free will and determinism carries practical implications that ripple through our societies and interactions. Our legal systems, for instance, are built on the presumption of individual agency. Laws assume that individuals have the capacity to make choices and should be held responsible for their actions. This assumption underpins the concept of justice and the idea that consequences align with intent. Social norms and personal relationships also rely on the assumption of agency. We interact with others based on the belief that their choices are meaningful expressions of their desires and intentions. This shared belief in personal agency forms the fabric of our interactions, from negotiations in business to heartfelt conversations with loved ones. So, even as we ponder the philosophical underpinnings of free will and determinism, it's essential to recognize their role in shaping our societal structures and the ways we navigate the world. The practical applications of these concepts underscore the significance of our beliefs about agency in driving human behavior and shaping the course of our collective journey. As we draw our exploration to a close, we find ourselves at a crossroads where uncertainty and insight intertwine. The free will versus determinism debate might not offer a definitive resolution, and that's okay. Embracing the ambiguity allows us to appreciate the complexity of human nature. Our choices are influenced by an intricate web of factors, from biological processes to societal norms, and the interplay between these elements shapes the narratives of our lives. And so, as we journey through the labyrinth of human agency, let's remember that the pursuit of understanding itself is a profound endeavor. Whether you lean toward the existence of free will, the constraints of determinism, or find yourself in the midst of ambiguity, your exploration adds to the legacy of thought on this timeless topic. And there you have it, our exhilarating voyage through the realm of free will and determinism. We've navigated the historical roots, the brain's hidden dance, quantum enigmas, ethical reflections, compatibility theories, practical applications, and the beauty of embracing uncertainty. As we conclude, keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep embracing the intricate dance of human agency. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and remember, it's often the questions that defy easy answers that lead us to the most profound insights. As always, memento mori, or remember death. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive.